The Makueni County government was invited to give its remarks on the medium-term document, the fourth and the last in the Vision 2030. The purpose being then, the presentation was Makueni specific on what the government has for the next 2023 to 2027 plan. And therefore my role, and together with our team, is to marry what we have put in our CIDP in terms of priorities, but at the same time inform national government for purposes of addition into the plan what we think is what the rubber meets the road in Makueni in terms of our agriculture production, in terms of our water production, value addition on both fruits, agriculture, grain, and those very, very core agricultural important value chains that will improve the economy. Because it is that economy, and being an agricultural economy zone, we think that those aspects have been left out and have not been emphasized. I've also emphasized that Makueni is lucky to be also along a mineral belt that runs all the way from Kitui up to Kadhonzweni, and copper was found there. We can do value addition. Instead of extracting the stone, here we believe that in the plan, which is part of the extractive plan in the national government, we can have a plan for value addition for our copper, because then it gives value. We earn royalties as a county, and national government gets its revenue from the certification of the extraction portfolio. Part of water and infrastructure, because in marrying agriculture as a value chain identified by government, the infrastructure component of the agriculture and the movement of the goods to the market is critical in improving this economy. And we want the national government to tie those loose ends so that we improve in agriculture, we get certified seed, both for cotton, because we have a factory that is doing value addition already, and grains, green grams, because we already have a factory that is doing 5 tons an hour, that is 40 tons a day. If we can get good seed here, Makueni can, using Makueni grain handling, Makueni can actually do processing, packing, and export of green gram for this part of this region that would cater for Mombasa, Kitui, Taita Taveta, Machakos, and possibly Kajiado, so that we can encourage farmers in this zone, because of the climate change, not to grow crops that will fail, because green grams, we have done the mathematics. Green grams would help our farmers because it produces faster, less problems, in fact can store longer even than beans. The mathematics has been done. Thank you. Yes, the views of the public about raising of revenue measures is something that we should continue communicating, because there is outcry about the revenue raising measures on various aspects of the finance bill, and therefore we as part of the citizens of this country, we are asking the finance committee to consider very seriously the views of Kenyans in terms of increase of costs of production. We have listened to the manufacturers, we have listened to the bankers, and other than even increasing taxes on some of the items that we will pay directly, we shiver to think that the cost of production even for water will go up because of the taxes that are imposed, excise duty, etc., etc. So as much as we need to build the economy, I think the government should be considerate in terms of the plight of Kenyans. People have not recovered from COVID, unfortunately. We have never recovered from COVID. People are still in the doldrums. And therefore, I still think even our mental health has been affected by the economy. And therefore, some taxation measures, including the ones for vehicles, is something that is going to encourage people to either not insure their vehicles. The ones on money and banks will send the country into we call it the mattress economy, where people will be hiding money at home. So I think the finance committee, in as much as it wants to raise revenue, I think we should moderate this. My own view is that if we build industry, like I am saying, get people to do industry, get markets, get people to do agriculture, that money, they will pay taxes without feeling a pinch. But if you tax and tax, And even a recent phenomenon that I've seen, and we have complained as the Council of Governors, KRA is now taxing ONSA's revenue. I mean, tax over tax. Even county governments are complaining. Several county governments, Kajiado, Nairobi, have paid tax on top of their ONSA's revenue. Means I tax Makueni residents and then the government taxes me again. It's unknown, because those ONSA's revenue are plugging into budget gaps, and I think Kenyans must be given an opportunity to be listened to so that we can build the economy together. Thank you. Yes.